Joining us now with another look at software is Procore Technologies founder and CEO, Tooey Courtemanche. The software that the company sells is focused on construction management. Tooey, good to see you. It's been a while, and I'm sort of like, I'm looking at what's happening in software, and I happen to be very interested in the industry software work that's being done, kind of enterprise-grade tools made available to specific industries. What do you see happening demand-wise, not just in data center, which has been particularly strong, even feeding off of this AI stuff we've been talking about, but more broadly?
Well, John, first, great to see you, as always. I have this privilege of being able to see the entire construction sector in the U.S. Because that's the industry that we serve. And so what we're seeing, though, very tough economic environment, as I'm sure you all can imagine. But what we're seeing is that even from the largest firms to the smallest firms, folks are looking for ways to drive more productivity into their organization, and that's exactly what our company, Procore, does. And so we're seeing a lot of enthusiasm around how our customers are able to use data in order to drive that efficiencies into their organization. So, pretty interesting times in the construction industry.
Tooey, one of the notable characteristics of the construction industry is that it's still been kind of paper heavy and not a lot has been digitized. But in order for AI to really take hold, to make better decisions, make better designs, the digitization is going to have to happen. So how do you see Procore and the capability that you're building up for the industry digitally feeding into what eventually might happen with AI?
Well, and I wouldn't even say eventually, John. It's happening today. So Procore is a platform. We were born in the cloud. We collect a tremendous amount of data for our customers, and then we reflect that back to them in the form of insights. And now with AI, we are just so well positioned to help our customers do so much more with the data that we can serve them up. So, the era of AI right now is upon us, and our customers are really excited about how they can actually leverage that to run better businesses.
Tooey, it's Morgan. It's great to have you on. I mean, we're getting this jobs report tomorrow. We know construction has been a source of demand for some of the job growth, and yet there's probably still not enough people out there, at least stateside, to keep up with that demand. So how does that factor in here? And when we talk about digitization and the role that technology and software are going to increasingly play, can that help offset some of that?
Morgan, you got it right. By the way, great to see you. That is the biggest challenge. I talk to customers every single day, and frankly, there's just not enough people out there to do these jobs that need to get done. In fact, one of the biggest challenges to getting a job built is finding the people that can build it. So though it's exciting when the job reports come out and they show all these additional jobs, but there's approximately 500,000 jobs that need to be filled in order to meet the needs of the industry today. So what we're seeing in those jobs reports is a mere drop in the bucket compared to what actually needs to happen. And we just have a chronic labor shortage that needs to be solved.
Where are you seeing the greatest areas of growth and demand right now for construction projects and for jobs? And I ask that knowing that we have high interest rates, higher for longer. That's putting a damper on some parts of real estate, some parts of infrastructure. And on the other hand, you have all this fiscal spending that's happening as well. And by the way, not just here in the U.S., in other parts of the world, too, which are driving big projects.
Yeah, so we are a global company, so we are seeing globally the government stimulus that are going into these giant infrastructure projects. Now, in the U.S., we're all aware there are many that are very, very impactful that are happening right now. The interesting thing about interest rates are not all construction is financed through debt. So to the point around all these stimulus packages that's not interest rate really impacted. So we're seeing a lot of demand on the infrastructure, civil and infrastructure in particular, but also, as you mentioned, John had mentioned earlier, data centers, distribution or warehousing and manufacturing. Those areas are actually doing really well, where multifamily is not doing well. But the interesting thing about construction is most of our customers run a diversified portfolio. So they'll do some civil and infrastructure, they'll do some data centers, and then they'll slow down in areas like office where there really isn't much work happening. So the diversification actually helps them weather these storms.